Good afternoon. So, hello from the airport, and this is our first international travel for 2021, and we are traveling to Uganda. So yeah, almost reached airport. We'll board the flight soon. So yeah, we'll take you in Uganda. Meet you there. Done with all the proceedings, and now we'll board the flight. So yeah, let's go. We'll take you around, and we'll show how Uganda looks like in couple of hours. Let's go.
So our flight boarding announcement has already started. Excited. So a couple of things you guys need to keep in mind while going to Uganda. First of all, in terms of Uganda for Indians, you don't need a visa prior. You can get visa on arrival. If you're actually traveling for all the East African countries, then you can get a consolidated visa also, with which you can travel between the countries as well. If you're a Kenyan resident like us, so we just got an interstate pass which didn't cost us anything. They stamped on that, and we can go to Uganda and come back with that pass only.
Right.
Second thing, during COVID, you need to get a COVID certificate, a negative COVID certificate.
Very important.
Very important.
120 hours prior at
Yeah,
least.
120 hours prior. Third thing, Uganda as a country is very prone to malaria because of the tropical forest. So consult with your doctor and start the malaria medication if you're traveling to tropical parts of Uganda.
Yeah.
Right?
Flight is...
No, there is something else.
What?
So the yellow fever vaccination,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
also
yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not only specific to Uganda, but most of the East African countries and African nations.
So for that you
that's
need
a
to,
must.
you need to like have your yellow fever
Yellow fever
vaccination.
vaccination.
That's the first and foremost thing you need to do.
So now we'll go, otherwise we'll miss our flight. So see you.
See you in Uganda.
Thank you. We are now in Uganda. We just landed.
No, we are in Uganda airport now.
Yeah.
We just
Which is in Uganda, in Tibet.
We just landed. The flight
Yeah.
was pretty okay. It was a decent flight. We reached in like less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, the immigration process was really smooth. I think the first health checkup was there, which they asked for a yellow fever certificate and just check the PCR report. And after that, we proceeded for the immigration, and the immigration was also very smooth. They just asked how many days we are there, and
Yeah,
they
and that's
just
all.
stamped our interstate pass. That's
So
it.
for now we are waiting for all luggages. So
Yeah.
let's see when it arrives. And the plan for today is we'll just go to hotel and dive into bed. That's it. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll give you all a tour tomorrow once we start our trip. Hello everyone.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, good
from
morning.
Uganda.
First morning in Uganda.
Yeah, our first morning in Uganda. Yesterday we came back and we're staying very near to Kampala, and we were dead tired and slept off early.
So yeah, yesterday we didn't have any plan actually. So it's the first morning. You can see the sunrise
Yeah, and that's a Kampala city. It was looking beautiful at night,
Yeah, yesterday.
with all the lights on the hill. And that's the Kampala city, and on beyond also is the Kampala city. The morning looks gorgeous. The sunrise happens here pretty late.
Pretty late actually.
Pretty
Yeah.
late, nearly at around 7, and we are just ready, and we are about to step out and catch our safari car, only for 2 of us, and that car would be with us for the rest of our tour. But today's plan is Uganda is one of the country in which goes through the equatorial line, so we'll probably
Also,
stop.
we have one in Nairobi as well.
Yeah. So we'll probably take a couple of pictures there, and after that we'll go to we are all in for safari, so we'll go to Queen Elizabeth National Park.
Yeah.
And there is a Kazinga
I'm very
channel.
much excited for that, like
Yeah.
for the safari especially.
And we'll catch a cruise also. Today's we'll do a cruise there in one of the channel known as Kazinga channel. And yeah, let's go then.
Yeah, let's go around.
Yeah,
and
what
see.
are we waiting for?
Yeah, let's go. Chalo, bye.
See you.
So we started pretty early today, like 7:38 we started from Kampala, and we drove for 1.5 hours and reached this equatorial point. This is the point from where the equator crosses in Uganda, and yeah, this is it. We also have some flea markets here, but we'll just go around and check those. So today we are having the first lunch of ours here in Uganda, and we are trying the local cuisine. So this is the one, I don't know what it is like made up of, but they called it kalo. And with the top of it, they have served the sauce. It's called a suave sauce. Like it looks like mayonnaise. I have took some salad, and this is called the steamed matoke. And I have topped it with G-nut sauce. So this is how the platter look. This is complete authentic Ugandan food. So yeah, let's try it.
So
You say.
So we are at a place called Igara. You can see in the background it's absolutely green. So we just had lunch, and after an 1.5 hours drive, we are towards western Uganda, and we are going towards Queen Elizabeth National Park. So from Kampala it's like 6 hours, and it's absolutely green. We took a stop. Looks lovely.
Uganda is very famous for coffee, but our guide mentioned that these people here don't prefer coffee. They like tea usually.
Yeah, and that's because they were colonized by the British, and some of the rituals which British always used to like, drinking tea, that has also started with the Ugandans, but it's famous actually for coffee.
Yeah,
And
it's so green, right?
Yeah,
It's beautiful here.
it's beautiful. I mean, the drive was
So
super.
we thought of stopping by a bit.
Yeah. We are almost reaching Queen Elizabeth National Park, and we are in Uganda, western part, and this area is called as the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley is also there in Kenya, Ethiopia and Uganda. This was thousands of years back when the volcanic eruptions happened, and there were a lot of minerals and crater lakes which were being formed. Because of the minerals, our guide told us the coffee plantations is one of the famous here, right? So coffee plantation used to be one of the major source of economy. Now obviously before the COVID, tourism used to be, and they're thinking that oil now would also become one of the major things. So if you see, that's the Queen Elizabeth National Park where we are heading now. So it's very important to carry mosquito repellents or insect repellents here in the tropical areas. Because of the malaria, we are in medication. We are actually continuing with medication, but still it's good to put some repellents also.
Very important, don't forget this.
So we are now in Kazinga Channel. Kazinga Channel is between two crater lakes, which is Lake Edward and Lake George, and we are going for a boat ride in Queen Elizabeth National Park, which would be for 2 hours.
So this boat is all for ourselves, like there's nobody else. We are
Looks
privileged
like.
that it's booked for us.
That's why
Whoa.
it was just not coming through.
Can we go a little closer? It has like a crown.
I got the ground.
And you can spot elephants now.
And there are water bugs as well. And hippos. Just imagine.
So this is an ultimate water safari experience. In one frame we have elephants, we have buffaloes, we have hippos. This is amazing.
Water bank.
Buck.
Eti ya mkulima kuruka. Eti chalo. Kamba no. Is having a good view now.
So this is an amazing view.
We had an amazing time
And
here
finally
in
we are
Kazinga,
back.
and finally we are back.
This is one of the first and the best water safari we had so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So our day is ending today, but not without the gorgeous sunset at the background. And we are still in Queen Elizabeth National Park, just outside of it, or still in the premises. We just did our boat safari in Kazinga, and it was awesome. And we were going back to our hotel when our guide Moses said that why don't we take you to the crater lake. We told you in the afternoon that a lot of years back, because of volcanic eruption, a lot of crater lakes were formed. So we're just just near one of the crater lakes named Nyamanuka. At times, because of ammonia and the hot weather, there are a lot of pungent smells which comes from it. But more than anything, just look at this view. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. So good morning. So we reached here yesterday evening at around 7:30. Just had dinner and slept off. While the place, which is known as Pumba Cottages, is okay, and not that it's great, but it's kind of cute. So this is how it looks like. But more than that, this is the view you get. You can see the Reef Valley and the Queen Elizabeth National Park. It's right in the middle of the forest, and you have loads of monkeys all around.
So it's almost our third day, and we absolutely forgot to show you our vehicle in which we'll be roaming around. So yeah, this is the one. Did you show them, please?
Yeah, but first of all, we don't see this kind in Kenya much. I mean, in Kenya you find Land Cruisers which is normally of 6 people or 8 people, or in safari van. So here you'd find this cute one.
But this is very, very, very cute and compact, like absolutely apt for 2 people. So it's very nice. I really like this. This is a Land Cruiser. It opens up for the safaris, and this is the one. So we made it a mess inside,
yeah,
so don't mind
a
that.
bit. So yeah, so let's go. What are you waiting for?
Let's
To
go for the
Queen Elizabeth.
adventures.
Yeah. Okay, so we just stopped because we have spotted a couple of elephants. So though it's pretty far away, Pooja is trying to take some pictures. But we saw many of them yesterday as well,
Yeah.
very close by. So guys, so whenever we go for safari, I mean, that's the best time Pooja has. Not because I mean, obviously she loves watching, but more than that, she loves to sleep while on safari. Whether in the car or after the whole day safari, she'll be tired, and the sleep that she'll have at night is one of the best, right? So here she is. Trying her best to sleep, but I mean, we are having a best of bumpy rides which is possible, and there is no chance that she can sleep now. So whenever at home she'll not sleep, she'll be awake till 2 a.m. in the night. But yesterday, after the safari, she slept off by 9:30, and she woke up. So that's how it is. Now this is how the road is. And so I'm just like a pillow, you can see. I don't know, you can see. Yeah, that's how I'm. That's what I do. It's evening time, and we are done with our game drive in Queen Elizabeth National Park, which was okay. Not the best, we would say, because in Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya offers like the best game drives.
Yeah, Kenya, the wildlife is blissful. However, in wildlife and in the wild, it's your luck, right? So
Yeah,
we
that's why
couldn't.
it's called game drive.
Yeah, we
It's all
couldn't.
about your luck.
We probably couldn't spot as many as we would have liked, but anyway, it was nonetheless.
But
Safaris
we
are
have-
always fun.
We have spent almost good 5 to 6 hours
Today.
but we had a hard luck today. But never mind.
Anyway, and after that we had lunch, and now after 3 hours drive, which was the road was okay, and
it
we
was
have
not okay. It was like literally
Bumpy.
broken and bumpy.
yeah we are now in Buindi forest, and we are here for something special.
And this was the first and foremost reason why we are here. Why we chose a
This
trip
is
to Uganda.
going to be the highlight of the trip, we are sure, is the gorilla trekking or trekking, however you may call it. And we are really excited. We are going for it tomorrow, finally. And
we have planned this last year but couldn't happen because of the COVID thing. So yeah, we made this year actually.
And so all about gorilla trekking and everything, please keep following. We'll be putting the next vlog where you'd find all our details and our experience of the gorilla trekking. So see you
Yeah,
guys.
So
See
keep an eye on our next vlog. See you.